ourselves. What is the action here? What is the adaptation here that will save people and property? And that will go to the next project this year, which is design against the elements.
That's what we called it, which was launched in Malacanang.
Yeah.
So we have this. Can we show this?
Right.
Okay.
I want to show you something that's not about lowering your carbon and it's mostly what really we feel is the future of everybody in the country, which is we're the most vulnerable, we're least able to adapt. And hey, we didn't really produce most of the carbon in it, but we're the first ones to suffer. So climate change is certain, survival is not. And so what we're saying is enough of this, a lot of it is marketing, a lot of it is like rah, and then sign a petition. I mean, Copenhagen did not produce any results, and I don't think that it will have any results in the future. Okay. And besides, the fact is the typhoons are here to stay, no matter what paper.
And they'll be coming back.
And so what we're saying is we need to already start investing in adaptation technologies for the people. Just like I was saying, we're starting to invest in indigenous materials.
Yes.
We're starting to invest
in
new kinds of self-sustaining kind of solutions for people to rebuild. And you're going to hear a lot more about that in the future. But really what we're saying to the Philippines is let's already, act. Let's not just have concerts and then everybody climate change and then it's like, okay, thank you, adapt, adapt.
That's what I'm at.
What is that adaptation?
What is it about?
And the second one,
I like this one.
Yeah, so Design Against the Elements is an international competition inviting architects, local and international, to design the next urban city.
Can universities participate? For example, they have
everyone. There's a category 1 which is open to all architects, practicing architects, and there's a category 2 which is for all current students.
Okay.
So you win $10,000 for the open category, but you get to build the first 100 units of that new village. So what is that village? Green is actually survival for us. What for other countries is is sort of a a plus. If it's like green, so we don't use less light.
Yeah.
If it's green, we use less water.
Yes.
Let's
this one.
Yeah, let's start. And then if it's if you have green roofs, it cools your house. What about us that really needs green for the grassroots, not LED? Not LEED. LEED is it's so expensive that only 2% maybe of the richest
can afford it.
So green is becoming a it looks more like it's following the Western sense of a privilege. What I'm saying is, when our cities when our villages, especially rural, not rural, but urban and poor, goes underwater, all of us have to supply food and water. Why? Because when it sinks, there's no electricity.
And it's not only in
dark. It's dark, yeah. And there's no water, so all of us have to provide clean water. What I'm saying is, can we already start planning these poor communities, not into the future mass housing like what's happening now is post-storm, it's looking like we're gonna do bliss housing, it's just not just the winning design, but maybe the future urban plan that can be replicated around Taguig, around Metro Manila, around the Philippines, and around the world.
Wow.
It's time to take charge.
That is so great. So, if you can talk to our Filipino viewers, firstly, the business persons, secondly, our students who are watching right now, and thirdly, the common Filipino people who are inspired by you.
I forgot to tell you, our media partner is the National Geographic.
Yeah, you were saying a while ago, it's National Geographic. So how did it come about?
Well, Jude Trocato is now taking the lead for National Geographic. So very soon we'll be partnering. We're going to be building one of the first PET bottle schools in the country, made out of recycled Pepsi bottles.
Okay.
And at the same time, we're going to also be building, out of wine bottles. But just to show that it's something that can be sustainable. Once again, it will be in Taguig. This kind of forward-looking is giving us an opportunity for, as I said, a lot of the young people, they're asked, give us your labor and give us your money. They never ask us, give us your ideas. And the ideas is the one, for NGOs, it's like either you go our own system or just don't enter us. But they're never asking how can we innovate for climate change.
It's good that you asked those geniuses to contribute their ideas, their creativity.
What is your idea? Because the idea can be replicated and can revolutionize it. What if we're putting a lot of our relocation funds, our disaster funds, in systems that are already obsolete? What if we can already start building better for the future? You know, why do we build a single house when maybe we can build a better house? And you know, it's not like the green movement in the States that a single house can be energy efficient and sustainable. Here we have to design for a whole cluster of communities, because the incremental margin of cost, if added to all these houses, can produce this kind of energy sources, this kind of waste management. So we have to move away from a one-to-one consultancy, which is one person proposes a design community, into something more democratic. Let's
join Illac Diaz.
No,
and join the team, My Shelter Foundation.
United Architects of the Philippines,
United
the
Architects
largest
of the
organization of certified architects, the Climate Change Commission, the City of Taguig, the forward-looking, you know, mayor of City of Taguig. I mean, all of these people are moving forward.
You people, thank you so much for supporting this cause. And Illac, it's such a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much. And I hope this is not the last.
Of course,
okay?
of course.
So you have to be back and tell us more about the National Geographic. So this has been the Bears and Booze Show. Thank you for joining us. And hopefully this has sparked change in your lives. Let us all stand up, unite, join hand in hand, and cooperate towards a brighter future, not only for the Filipino people, but for the world. Filipinos, during the climate change, are champions. This has been your host, Howell Mabalot, and thank you again, Illac Diaz. Good afternoon.